Man, oh man, this thing is big. So you can see part of it there. Heavy. I'm going to work on it. So the magnet mission is now get that thing out of the water. Guys and gals, friends and pals, welcome to another magnet mission. I am at the Dalton Lake Preserve, which is 0.4 of a mile from here. I hope. We'll see how much of a hike that is and what kind of terrain we run into. But anyhow, the story's pretty cool. When I did my museum episode, I donated some stuff. They told me there used to be an old shipyard here. They built a housing community over it, but there's a big pond that was right next to the shipyard when the shipyard was functioning. So I'm hoping there's some cool artifacts there. If there's any cool stuff along the way between here and there, I'll show you. If not, we'll see you at the water's edge. All right, guys, this feels like more than 0.4 of a mile, but I don't know that it is. But I thought I'd show you the wilderness out here. It's real pretty. I don't know if that's the lake down there or through the trees or the river, but we got a trail leading this way, so hopefully it winds on around pretty soon and we get to the lake. Okay, just came down this hill and there's this pond here. I don't know if this is the thing I'm looking for. Looks really hard to get out there anywhere, so I'm going to continue up this path, and I think we got to be close. All right, dead ahead. So I was told you get to this board here, and then you make a right and go down to the lake. So looks like we're in business. Woohoo! Okay, here's a sign. Restoration in progress. Do not disturb vegetation. So, with that in mind, I'm still going to scope out the lake, but I don't want to disturb vegetation. So, the cool thing is the river is not far past the lake. Might wind up leaving the lake alone and just go to the river. There's pylons out there where you know, I probably from the shipyard that I mentioned before, so there's got to be some cool stuff out there. Let's go. Let's find out. All right, guys, here's a little trail down to the lake. And, you know, my feeling is this is really peaceful area, and I see these restoration in progress signs, process signs, and there could be stuff here. Look at all that. I don't know if that's moss or algae on the top of this here lake, but we'll give you a better view. Big old tree trying to reach the water. Yeah, this area is very peaceful and tranquil, and I'm going to leave it that way. So let's head back up and get to the river and find some stuff there. Wow, I had to show this to you guys. Look at that, all coming from the pond. Look at the little waterfalls here. There's another little waterfall way up there coming out. Yeah, and this is just, that area is too nice to disturb. So I'm on this little recent bridge, and I'm not going to magnet fish off of here, but I think I'm going to walk out there with my waders and a bucket, because if you see those pylons, that's evidence of previous industry here. And this is where the shipyard used to be. So according to the fella at the museum, Les Waters, all this ground, it's raised up, and there's actually the hulk of a ship buried under these houses somewhere. And then there's a couple more out there in the water. I doubt we're going to see any of that. They're probably, you know, submerged. But let's get closer to those pylons and hope nobody chases us off. All right, I don't think I'm on private property, but we could get chased off. Anyhow, got my brute, 360, off we go. All right. Gotta keep this all in order here. First throw, first finds. Yeah, just looks like a couple of chunks of nails. That's all right. I'm digging it. All right. Hey. There we go. Railroad spike. Nice. 2 throws, 2 finds. Oh, wow. Okay. Guys, I think we came to the right spot. Look at this. The question is, will we find more stuff like that? Wow, that is really cool. Awesome. In the find bucket. And a little sliver of something there, not sure what it is. But it's interesting because actually it's very interesting if you take a closer look at that. It's got a shape to it. It's a distinct curve in there. And then it's actually beveled on that side. So yeah, small does not mean not cool. Right on. Wow. You see me here? Good. I want you to be able to see where I'm throwing a little bit. I'm kind of throwing off that way. Throwing off screen, off site. I'm tempted to wade out there to see how far I can get, and I might. Nothing that time. Uh-oh. I might have to wait out there, guys. I'm stuck on something. So, let me turn this way so you can at least see the adventure. I'm stuck out there somewhere. I don't think it's too deep. So I'm going to try just moving over this way and see if that frees it up. Which it does not. Going in. Something right here. Look at this. All right. Check this out, guys. Woo! Okay, hold on. Oh boy. Look what I got here. So I don't know if you can hear me while I was out there. But hold on, I'll tilt you down and show you this here. That big old piece of pipe right there, it's about 6 feet long. That's not what my magnet was stuck to. I don't know if you could hear me, but there's a very long submerged piece of what feels like thin I-beam, possibly railroad track, I don't know. But I was dipping out there. I meant just go dipping out there for a while. But let's take, oh, this is heavy. Yeah, right there. Woohoo! Okay, guys, it's full of mud, so I'm just gonna put it right over here. And I think I'm gonna keep throwing, but the cool thing is if I get stuck, I know I can rescue. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck though, so I may move so we can avoid that big guy, because I don't think it's coming out. Yeah, I'm on that big guy again. On the big guy again, so I might try dipping around here instead of throwing, since I know where the big guy is, and so we can come up with, and if not, I think we're just going to change our spot a little bit. But wow, isn't this exciting? How cool, man, all this stuff so far. Woo! It's moving. Yep. Okay, well, I got it. Okay guys, well, as you can see, I got my magnet back, and there's the culprit there, but it's moving, so I'm going to see if I can dislodge it, get it out of the water, and bring it up here with this pipe. Whew, I'm getting my workout. Man, oh man, this thing is big. So you can see part of it there. Heavy. I'm going to work on it. So the magnet mission is now get that thing out of the water. We'll see if we can pull it off. And I can tell you, I'm going to have to set it here, come back and cut it up and haul it off that way. Although the people in the houses here, I might be able to talk to them, and if they let me cut through their property and have my car on the other end, it's going to save me a huge trip, because like we determined at the beginning of this, about a half a mile to get down here. There's no way I can muscle that out of here. But here we go, let's see. All right. So, I think the better idea for now is leave it right where it is. And I'll show you why. Let's take this off here. All right, guys, here we go. Man, I'm getting worked. This has to qualify as one of my biggest and heaviest finds. We got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 feet. Look at that. 26 feet of that guy. And I'll show you the end over here. What's cool, you can see it's got holes about every 3 feet. It gets twisted real bad right there. I don't know if that's how they constructed it or just whatever. Here's the end of it. But just for comparison, here it is in my hand. Oh, there, ooh, just caught my glasses. Yeah, so here's my hand, here's the thing. Anyhow, there we go. That's out of the way. We should be able to get more magnet fishing in. And that's what we're going to do now. All right. There we go. Magnet mission accomplished. All right, we're going to keep going. Woo-hoo-hoo! I love it. Yeah, I wonder finding that railroad spike if maybe there were rail cars out here. Maybe they had a rail system, you know, for the logs. No idea. All right, here we go. Go. Here we go. Interesting. This looks newer to me, but there we go. All right, it's a the end of a wire rope with some links of chain on it. Woohoo! Dude, bonus day. I love it. I'm getting soaked and it's cold, and I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too. Here we go. Oh, I love these. Guys, look at these old square nails, man. Wow. These are really old. Look at that. 2 of them. Ooh, and look at this one. It's cool. The rust came off of the end there. You can see how nice and flat and ready to go it still is. And these go to 11. Yeah, love it. Come on, come on. No. Strike 3, really? Something, guys. Yeah. All right. How's this? Another railroad spiky. And some kind of, it's like a bent up table leg. This looks relatively modern, but you never know. Anyhow, yeah, another railroad spike. And this guy. You know, it looks like a miniature version of that big rail we found a little while ago almost. All right. Well, the rain stopped mostly. Woo! Is that something? Come on. Come on. I feel like I'm on something. I'm going to walk out to it because I don't want to lose it. Oh, whatever it was there. Oh, cool. What? This place is loaded. Oh, caught us. I'm tangled up. 3 more railroad spikes. Yeah! All right. Nothing there. Okay, another big nail. Boy, that feels like yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie. Big 16 penny. You know what though? I am soaking wet and it is starting to get chilly. I think, guys, for last, in this area, I'm just gonna dip real quick because the way this is rounded, these pylons, they make a semicircle. And so I'm gonna dip around the posts and see how we do. Trying to see how far you can see. Kind of. Okay. Anyways, here we go. I'm just gonna do some dipping here for 5 minutes or so, and probably call it so I don't get pneumonia because I still got a half an hour walk back to the car. Because it's cold and I just found this, so I'm gonna do some dipping and I'm gonna pile my finds and then I'll show them to you all at the end. But yeah, we got this cool clamp thing, possibly some plumbing, I don't know. Digging. Man, we scored, guys. I'm going to show you the stuff that I found waltzing around in the water there. So let me take this off, my gloves, and we'll take another quick look at everything. All right, so here is our bucket full of various stuff. These cool question mark things. I wonder what these were because I found a couple more of them. Ton of railroad spikes. Got this cool chain dealio. This plumbing thing. Some nice old square nails. And yeah, she found another one of these guys. Then this big old bolt. Really cool. That this thing's in good shape. What do you call it? T-post. Another railroad spike and a couple of pieces of wire rope. And then there was another bolt thing I found. I tried to throw it this way, but I don't think I made it, and I felt like I threw something else over this way while I was out on my adventures, but maybe not. Anyhow, definitely got to come back and see if I can wade out to where those are, and even where those are. Who knows? I mean, it might only be a few feet deep, because, like I said, here it's watch this. Look at out here. I'm walking all the way to this post, and the water's only up to my knees right now. Okay, a little past my knees. But yeah, this is where we are. So this is our vantage point, and we're really not that far from there. I mean, it starts off close to the shore, so we will have to check that out next time, guys. Anyways, it's cold, I'm old, but still bold, as I've been told. Anyhow, thanks for joining me on this magnet mission. If you want a magnet of your own, Brute Magnetics, KRATOS Magnetics, excellent companies with excellent products. See my links in the description below, along with my discount codes. Please like, subscribe, and we'll catch ya on the next magnet mission.